Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, first and foremost, hi. Name's Rosemary. um, so I set out here. Let me turn this down a little bit just so that I'm a little more audible. So, for what I'm doing today, I have Lobotomy Corperation open in front of me at the moment. I'm sorry, I'm still adjusting some values. Please go ahead and tell me if anything's like too loud or too quiet. But what I'm gonna do, I have Lobotomy Corporation here. I have base mod and optimization. I have not adjusted my game values or anything of that nature. I am gonna sit down here today, and I am finally going to finish Lobotomy Corporation completely 100% as best I'm able, best of my abilities, full 100% resolution, because this is a thing I've wanted to do for a while. And I have to reset my data because obviously I had to make sure this would actually work. But what I have going on is, yeah, I'm gonna 100% fill that codex, get everything sorted and settled. And I have like a spreadsheet as well, as we can see here, for all of that. Anything that's 100% needed. I don't have the background abnormalities, I have the meltdowns as well. Spoiler alert, this is obviously going to be a very spoilery stream for Lobotomy Corporation by general principle of the fact that I am 100% completing it, and I am obviously not going to hold back from that. I have wanted to do this for a while, and I just don't want to do it by myself, because hell with it. This game is a pain in my ass. I love it to death, though, but it is a pain in my ass. Obviously, I'm gonna swear. Fair warning. I don't have any particularly special preamble or prelude. Just, we're gonna hop right on into it, and we're gonna see how it goes from here. I am gonna do one real quick check just to make sure that everything's going like it's supposed to. Yep, okay. Just making sure that all of that is settled. That being said, you are going to hear my commentary, you are going to hear my nonsense. If you hear either of my two cats in the background, their names are Ivy and Jamie. I love them to death. They are the nosiest, noisiest little bastards. I might need to get a water as well. That might be a good idea. Obviously, as you can see, background abnormalities are off, and you do see that I have some mods up at the top here, but I'll be fully honest with you, so much of that means nothing. There is no stat adjustments, there is no permanence. The only thing I have installed is things that lets me like edit employee appearance without it being a cost thing. To be honest, I'm probably not going to use that. And an automatic thing, it just gives me like a button where I can reassign work that's already been done or have someone repeat work over and over without me having to touch it, because that is time consuming and tedious, and fuck me, this game is hard enough. Oh, whoops, I knew I forgot something. Give me 1 second here. Let me get that adjusted real quick. Sorry, I'm getting those adjusted. Gotta turn on captions because obviously I am probably gonna babble my rear end off here. That is just inevitable. Where on earth is the button? patience while I get this out. Oh dear, already it's scuffed. Already scuffed. That's okay though. Scuff is just what happens when you're busy making things look good. Extensions. There we go. Let's get logged back in. What? Earth. Thank you guys for hanging out just for a second. It is honestly real nice to see y'all here. Dashboard. There we go. No, it's not being silly. Like 10 seconds. Why is it struggling so bad? Oh goodness. Hmm. Okay. Hell with it. If you don't want to work, you don't want to work. Regardless. Let's just go right on ahead and start. We have. Oh god, I forgot. Did I bug myself already? We have 00303. Let's fingers crossed I didn't just goof myself somehow. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corperation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. It's a pretty name for an AI, wouldn't you say so? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI. Am I wrong? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please, like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation, to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of possible people in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Moving on. Artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of work fields. I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I am certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Inform me about the company, please. That is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed as abnormalities. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. To isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You have joined the company in an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corperation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work there. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. Manager, I arrived just on time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corperation, Manager. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. Hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility, Manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I'm, not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sapphire, you know. I would sew buttons into a shirt in the wrong direction or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it, just like I managed to. I'm sure you'll succeed, Manager. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in there, right? I have to get out of here. Please, I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Handle this, please. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Oh, right. It must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup. Nothing for you to worry about. Oh, please, manager, please. Please make sure to remember that your primary goal, manager, is harvesting energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic, yet important task we have to do here at the corporation. Please don't let me down. I know you can do it. Complete your work processes with abnormalities. Hello, manager. Each day you will need to expand one department. Are you ready to open up the control department and begin managing abnormalities? Let's see the first little nugget I get today. Ooh, that is my spine. Goodness, I need to stop sitting like a shrimp. Georgia! Hey, Georgia. Alrighty, perfect. Georgia right here. I'll just have Georgia repeat this process. Alas, I cannot speed up the day, so here we are. Makes sense. We'll just go right about until there's no more processes needed for the day. Oh, 0303 will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Mustafon, who received this benediction, commented that it felt refreshing. After the maximum number of PE boxes was produced, 0303, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. All done. Next day, we have Fairy Festival. Well, cheers. Or Beauty and the Beast. I'll go with Fairy Festival because it'll be good to get my fortitude up. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future. The future is inevitable, but ever undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Lobotomy Corperation is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such a... Please excuse my lack of vocabulary. It is simply remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. With these, we will mold the future, creating brand new paths. Galena! Yumi. I don't know how to say that name, and I'm not going to bother. just, I hope as an aside, how is everyone doing today? How is everyone feeling? Goodness knows it has been a hell of a week. Figured I would stream today, because right now I got still, we had a blizzard this last week, and so there is, with all due kindness, no way in hell I am getting outside in any reasonable capacity. Well, Fairy Festival always scares the shit out of me at first, but it's chill. It's supposed to be like that. When the work result was normal or good, small fairies appeared around the employee. What I like to do with abnormality collections is I like to take the time and have them fully, like, get all the armor and get all the weaponry as best I'm able before I fully select the name. That way I don't accidentally, like, think that I'm done with something and then I'm not. Because I'd like to try and at the very least get all of the work you can out of it. Small fairies will heal an employee's HP over a limited time. If an employee under the fairies' care is assigned to a different containment unit, they will immediately die and be consumed by the fairies. Part of the reason I got the automation is just so I could help myself not forget when I had already done stuff like that. It certainly makes it to a degree easier. It's not perfect, mind you, but it is better than nothing by so many means. Somewhere. Looking at my notifications, it seems that I have expired. What a shame. There we go. I'm gonna let them run for a second longer just so I can get more things in here. Especially if I can get some nice gear early on that I can put onto my employees, that'll be particularly nice. And I can get more of the early game grind out of the way, so I can have at least one decent fortitude and one decent insight person. Eventually, once everyone's decent with insight, I'll level up their attachment with one sin as well. It'll definitely be helpful, ultimately, to have that particular thing managed. That, and I can melt this down as many times as necessary without it being, like, an issue, I guess. Especially before that reaches a point where I have to actually be concerned. And I could just, like, do that. It's easier to get the early game grinding out of the way. It would be easier if I had the speed up mechanic enabled, but for unfortunate, obvious reasons, I do not. So it just kind of is what it is with that. Now it's just a lovely looking game. It's nice to be able to start a thing like this as well, to have this project of mine sorted out. You know, in hindsight, I actually don't know. I should actually check and make sure that my... Should double check and make sure. I'm gonna grab some water while this is doing its thing, because I realize I'm out of water, and no wonder my throat feels weird. One moment. Jamie while I'm out too, because he's gonna be a noisy little guy. Noisy little boy. Get your head out of my cabinet, son. Can you hear it? Oh, hi, Ivy, not you too. Oh, God. There we go. The babies are fed, so they should be relatively more peaceful than they would be otherwise. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's all good. I checked my audio while I was over there, so it should have no issues with any stream audio. Of course, I will probably need to double check that again, but who knows? Who knows? We're just gonna hope for the best. And I probably should try to get the stream captions working again, but yeah, it is what it is. There we go. I'll let that sit for a little while. There we go. We're gonna call it for today. Perfect. That's so much better. Alright, we've got Beauty and the Beast again. We got Punishing Bird. We have whatever the megahertz ones is. I want megahertz because it's a good trainer for repression. And that'll be good for me to have. I kind of just treat my control department like a majority trainer for stats. That way I can just buy people cheap early on and have them train that way. Later on, it'll be a lot easier when I get the Sephiroth. Sapphira? Or is it Sephiroth? I don't know. I'll get the Sapphira upgrade that lets it start out at a higher level and get better stats, all that fun stuff. But I am starting from scratch. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In age-old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I am not a mage or billionaire that can grant your wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessors wished for. There were many aspirations. Common among them was the seeking of some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in a different way. Which of those 2 would you want? I wish to mature my spirit. Come to think of it, there was another manager who gave me such an answer. As you know, spiritual is a rather obsolete term in today's world. So I asked them for the definition of spirit. Then that manager told me. Well, I unfortunately do not recall the details of that conversation. Even an AI cannot store every bit of data. Unnecessary information should be deleted for smooth operation. You said it, sister. I say this like my brain doesn't delete shit at complete random. Ugh. You know, eventually, I feel like I want to set up like a redeem or something to get me to fucking drink water. It might be good. I don't know. Who knows? I do want to eventually do this, like, long term, and I think it would be really fun. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessors managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important, after all. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal, though. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I'm in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sapphire meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I considered natural and obvious may become as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role, and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went all right. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that I was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes, when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything. Some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me, little by little. Your job isn't just to keep the abnormalities in control. You need to make sure that they're happy so they produce as many PE boxes as they can. Please work hard on this. Everything else should be secondary to that objective. Complete 4 work processes with a good result. We are going to expand the control department, because it's the only department we got right now. Order agents to work in other departments. Right now we're going to do TT2 protocol. Game speed acceleration. You can accelerate the flow of time during management up to ×2. It'll make grinding a lot easier because we're not going to sit there and deal with singular pace. Oh, you got the gift! Congratulations. Real quick. And obviously, we know what this is, even though we can't see any of them yet. But, real quick. We are going to have these two. Right now, we're going to equip everyone in one sim gear. Because it's the best I got at the moment. Because it's enduring to everything but hail damage, and there's really not a whole lot of that going on right now. Let's send someone with you. Let's get you. There we go. Now we're going to start at ×2 speed, so this goes a little quicker. I do have a plugin as well that lets me know when this is like, when someone's health or sanity is dangerously close to dying or panicking, just because I'm kind of blind, so I kind of need the assistive visual aid. It'll just let me cancel out their work a little sooner or get them back to where they need to be. Particularly helpful, in my case at least. I'm tempted to order some food here in a minute. I might. Now we've acquired more than half of the energy. Oh. Let's cancel that for now. Because you're a little bit funky. The higher the agent's fortitude was, the lower their success rate when working with T0627. It may be due to the fact that violent tendencies flare rapidly due to T0627. When the work result was normal, the quick block counter lowered with a normal probability. Yeah, the workday is complete, but I do... What on earth? Oh, right, it's just that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not even remotely worried about that, to be honest with you. We're gonna send someone in to keep that from melting down. Very festive. All done. One more and one sim will be all done. And this part here is where the spreadsheet comes in, because you have the manual and you have all of the normal buttons. The issue is I can only view the encyclopedia from the main menu, and that's not particularly helpful for me when trying to figure out important stuff. The result was bad. The quick block counter lowered with a high probability. The employee may be panicked during work. Quick block counter lowered. Fine. When the work result was good, the quick block counter increased. When all E-boxes were produced as PE boxes, the counter increased by 2. The surveillance camera detected various noises emitting around the facility. Based on the fact that this occurred after T0627's quick block counter reached 0, it can be assumed that the noise originated from T0627's containment unit. All done! Fairy Festival is complete, so we get to read the story. The abnormality is similar to a fairy. Oh. Hang on, I should deal with that before I say anything. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. So we're going to have that repeat. We're going to read this together. The abnormality is similar to a fairy, having 2 pairs of wings and a small body. They act as a cluster. They use a language we cannot understand to communicate with each other. They follow a few employees around when they enter the containment unit, using their special abilities to help heal injuries. Employees call this act the fairy's care. Fairies protect our employees. If you often act out of the goodness of your heart and are a lover of nature, then the fairies will gladly take care of you. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. You can also enjoy the envious glances you'll get from other employees. Not that it's important, but if the fairies don't approach you, then you should reflect on your life. When Emil and I took shifts entering the fairies' containment unit, the fairies did not hesitate to approach me. Only me. Never toward Emil. You know Emil, how he is. Just yesterday he refused to share his snacks with me. He was acting all high and mighty. It is a sacred act to be protected by the fairies in any world. However, do not enter the containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you've read a few books on them, then you'll know that fairies dislike those who take advantage of their kindness. The corresponding document is only accessible to employees level 4 and higher. One Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in a room with another abnormality. We noticed some anomalies. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit was found in an abnormality that uses psychological attacks. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. They did not bother to examine them to find out whose flesh and blood it was. In our world, there are few outcomes that result from perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in a forest visit you just because they like you, that you've done many good deeds, is only something that happens in fairy tales. Even though we know this truth, we sometimes become deluded, thinking that the fairies' care is happening because of all the good deeds we've done, or that the fairies are favoring us because there's something that makes us more special than the other employees. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters, and their protection is the method to keep the meat fresh. When an employee enters another containment unit. They gobble them up in fear they would lose their food to something else. However, the employees were greatly satisfied with the fairy's care. They saw a drastic decrease in the accident rate, so he deemed it unnecessary to tell the truth to the employees. Principle. A silent abnormality that understands the conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross wears a crown of thorns, floats 2 meters above the ground. While its appearance is bizarre, it is rare to report an incident of violence against an employee involving this abnormality. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. The assigned employee must kneel before it. Standing appears to be acceptable and present their evil by confessing their sins to it. The way it feeds is unknown. Excerpt from experiment records. We've catalogued the sins a person can commit into 3 levels. Level 1, a lie or small action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Level 2, sins that are more serious and only shared with the closest of friends. Level 3, sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone. These will be taken to the grave. Employee, redacted, has been assigned to confess a level 1 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 12%. Employee, redacted, was assigned to confess a level 2 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 15%. The assigned employee, redacted, to confess a level 3 sin. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the info was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it could be seen outside of the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a facility-wide power outage. The phenomenon lasted for 2 hours. Employee, redacted, lost 6 years of their memory. Further experiments were cancelled. Scientific ethics decree that all footage of those who participated in the experiment is to be kept sealed. However, the incident left us no choice but to review the footage of the containment unit. Employee, redacted. This happened during redacted around 4 p.m. Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to dress as forest animals. One of us chose to go as a deer. It was a crude costume. Could hardly be called one, to be honest. Just a pair of clumsily made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Permitted. I don't know how our dear friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even notice he was missing for maybe an hour. We searched for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief or when they finding us, but he started sprinting toward us. That's when we heard it, gunshots. When I came to my senses, I saw his blood splattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one was dressed up as an animal ever again. It's all, by the way, is this really supposed to work? Observation log 4_435. Its eye sockets are empty. It's a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. It certainly has its gaze fixed on me, and I can feel that it's somehow listening to me. Confessing to it does lighten my heart, admittedly. Afterwards, we investigated the incident in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids. Witnesses say they heard the kids shout, "Run, Justin, run," right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town, and deer hunting was banned in the area. Excerpt from Abnormality Research Log X-392. Honestly, you can't expect all of our employees to give honest confessions to that skull. From every 1 in 10 employees will tend to say something that's not completely true. A bit different from a lie. We can say that it's a subconscious excuse they make. They distort perspective to justify their actions, even though they're aware that they should be telling the truth. Once this happens, the confession is no longer truly a confession. Yes, I'm talking about you trying to justify your tardiness for 5 minutes now. Here, work now. I get 6 points for nobody dying. Yay! What do we have today? Okay. Many of those who underwent the operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. Now everything will be just fine. Those betrayed heart sank into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. I'll save this one for later, because it's an insta-kill, and I don't want to deal with that right now. This... I don't remember what this does. I'm gonna get this out of the way because it is not particularly helpful to me. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I can take pride in you. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. It shows that there should only be good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn, face all grey and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today's a rather special day. You see that bottle of champagne on the table. Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. No, I didn't. In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you this just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows, fertilized by their sacrifices. It's as simple as that. Oh wait, the resignment. I'm sure they would have felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting their deaths with equanimity would be the greatest respect you can pay to them. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne and kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased and the memoriam for their noble sacrifices. I want to drink right now. Oh, do you want to save it for later? That's fine. There will be many more occasions on which to toast. However, manager, please refrain from drinking alone when I'm not around. A toast is only worthy when there's a companion around to clink glasses together. You did it again! And you did it flawlessly, too. I myself have a lot of work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me at all time. All the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know? I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. Been with me ever since I began working here as the Sapphire of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long, long time ago, maybe even before I was capable of thinking. It feels as if I've wished for the same thing before in some other place that wasn't the control team. Malkuth, please finish the report I requested by the end of today. Sure thing, boss. I've got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, manager. The AIs here. They're unstable, with the exception of me. It's especially bad for Malkuth. You've noticed, haven't you? I can't complain, though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. As you may know, our facility isn't really the most stable thing. We're only able to keep the abnormalities contained thanks to the Quickloth deterrence, which we briefly adjust just before the workday begins. But this deterrence becomes unstable as time goes on, and eventually some abnormalities may undergo a meltdown. Complete 8 work processes in containment units under Quickloth. Trying to decide what food I should order too, because I'm kind of hungry. Other departments I'll do cross-divisional, because while assembly summons is nice, I can also just highlight and move people as needed. Wait, what? Oh, right. I forgot. Switch you here. Switch you there. Now, we'll just continue on as normal. just let that be for a minute while I figure out what food I want to eat today. Oops, wait a minute. I'm ordering from the wrong location. Wonder my thing looks weird. Oh. Well, we're gonna go deal with that real quick. Had it put in for my work address. Ah, silly. Silly. There we go. This will get some of that progress work done as well. What's that doing? Okay, probably gonna cancel that next work result. A mysterious marvel which hangs in the containment unit. Utilize the abnormality to fortify an ego weapon. This will consume a small amount of the facility's currently collected energy. Not until you're healed. Make sure this gets to 8 meltdowns as well, so I'm not going to end it too soon. Okay. And then I just need to get that, because this is one of those ones where I can't get the weapon until I get the names. There we go. I'm deliberately pushing these other two so that they melt. Stay in this building here. Oh, right, can't. Let's have Yui go next. Because it ate the equipment, which means I need to pick up some new equipment. That's also the reason I'm doing it with the early equipment as well, because I can just refresh it over and over again. There we are. We know of an ancient practice, the countless promises that were made, and the unending faith placed in them. Fortified weapon will have a higher attack power. However, all that they yielded was only hollowness and betrayal. There is a possibility of losing the ego during the fortification process. Let's have Yui toss it in again. Because it doesn't matter if I lose either of these, I can just get a new one and then slap it back on. And I would like to get Old Faith and Promise out of the way. Especially since the more I work with things, the more likely it is. There we go. Infantry hearts sink into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. Fortified weapon will lose the abnormality's power after the day has passed. Switch things around a little bit. There we go. Make an attempt with an assure austere, heart devoid of desire or expectation, however, you may receive an unexpected reward. Boxes out of this. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Done. So in that regard, referring back to the spreadsheet while everything else loads in, we have done 167 megahertz. Hold on. We'll come back to the spreadsheet here in a second. We got a cutscene. Our founder A has said this to me many a time. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How has your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries, no? Manager, how has your life been? It could be better. I cannot see the color of your life as you do. While I am unable to console you with empty words such as, "That's not true," many things will change while you are here. That much is clear. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malfallen seeds, stretching out their roots and spreading, even small leaves, are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You cannot simply suppress the ordeals with the employees you currently have at your disposal. Trust me, I am the head of the information team. Even if your team were to suppress the ordeals on their own, there is too great a risk of extreme mental damage to your employees. But Yasad, we only need to consider the mortality rate of the agents and the possibility of the abnormalities breaching. Malkuth, Lady Angela said that one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I'm the Sapphira of the control team. I may make outrageous mistakes in all other aspects, but in this role I know better than anyone else. I know how to handle employees on the verge of insanity. I even wrote down a code of conduct for it. Honestly, it feels like I'm the only one who follows the guide. Am I wrong? Please tell me if you happen to need it. I can always share a copy with you. I'm fine. But that code of yours... I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means elimination, the death of your place in my department. To work for the control team, the department that leads the corporation, signifies that you should be more capable than everyone else. Manager, please say something to them. You've been watching what's happened to those weak-willed employees from the comfort of your office, haven't you? Can any one of you guys say something? Well, thanks so much for visiting me. It's made me so happy. We should meet up again sometime. All of us upper Sephiroth. I have an announcement to the Sephiroth of the upper layer. The mental corruption levels of control team's employees exceeded the maximum threshold. And just what did the other Sephiroth do in the meantime? Sit and watch? The control team has failed to handle the ordeals. Supplement the staff immediately and suppress the ordeals. I will ask for support from the other departments. As Pukloth deterrence weakens, the abnormalities begin to grow agitated. Certain things we call ordeals, which we cannot contain, will go into a rampage just as they are right now. Could you calm down the employees by suppressing all of the ordeals that show up at dusk? I'll help you with it as soon as I can. Complete a dusk ordeal. These cannot be completed until day 25, so I'm just gonna have that prepared and expanded, and we will see as best we're able. I kind of struggle with those, to be honest. Assembly summons. Recall scattered agents to their home department's name room. Papers will be provided to the agents so that they can be notified and return to their home department. It's just an easy all return department button. Prudence to click. right now, today is just a day for prepping. Like, for example, you gonna go work with the fairies today. You are gonna go work this today. You are gonna work on that. I don't need to touch this, really, with the exception of, like, meltdowns. Honestly, I can probably just ignore it. Like, genuinely, I could probably just ignore the damn thing. We're just gonna quickly brush through this day. Maybe sit and level the employees for a little while so that everyone can get up to fair stats. Because I would like people, ideally, to be spread out enough where I can start doing attachment work. I would like to start doing attachment work. It's not necessary, mind you, but I would like to. All things considered. We do. Oops, I almost forgot to read this one. That's my bad. This abnormality is a phenomenon with no visible form. It was discovered when employees began to exhibit shared symptoms when entering a specific area of the facility. They all suffered hallucinations of a specific nature, and their mental corruption increased. After setting a radio's frequency to 1.76 megahertz, we waited. Following 12 minutes, a mysterious voice was heard through static. It was difficult to make out what it was saying, but it appeared to be in distress and was asking for help. 17 minutes in, the voice stopped and 3 loud explosions were heard, which were then followed by 2 smaller explosions. It can only be assumed that the situation the voice was in was chaotic, based on the various levels of screaming that could be heard. 23 minutes in, all was silent. It was 25 minutes past the radio began to emit smoke. We thought the machine had fried, but no fault could be found. Continuing past 30 minutes, everyone in the area was suddenly filled with rage and started to exhibit the desire to assault one another with extreme aggression. Following the incident, all employees who took part refused to seek counseling. They couldn't make it mandatory as no one was injured. It is still unknown what caused the collective rage. Again. Because again, it don't matter if I lose the equipment, I can just get new equipment. And I'm sure I could look into it. Megahertz's weapon. Let me look at that actually while we're here. Right, no, it's not even a weapon. It doesn't have a weapon. Oh. Well, that sucks. There we go. I'll just replace that tomorrow. Thanks, dude. Alrighty. Damn it. Okay, we're calling it. I'm done. There we go. We had a promotion. Perfect. Now, the more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear seagulls. Okay. Well, cheers would be neat, but I'll save that for later. I want to do bloodbath. As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for our company. A majority of them would like to know more about you as a person. Some will take the initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny, knowing who you are will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. It seems the one who set those rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity for you to show them that you are generous and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tend to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone if there are employees who wish to visit you. But please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their effort. Tell them you hope that they will keep up the good work. That will benefit both parties, don't you think? Are you still following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill and nothing more. Do not go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Give them a vending machine, and next they'll come knocking, demanding a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. It would have been so funny if I picked Well Cheers, actually, for this conversation. I should have picked Well Cheers, it would have been funny. Alright, and now we have access to the information team from Yesad. I'm in charge of the information team in its department. I'll give you a proper greeting later. We're gonna open that up. And we are moving our most capable employee. Shockingly, it's this one. We get to hire a newbie. I don't know what the hell that name is, but we're gonna go for it. Cool beans. Alrighty. Level 2. We're probably gonna work on temperance for this one a bit. There we go. Oh, wait. Silliness. Absolute silliness. Oh, this is not the thing I thought it was. I thought this was Bloodbath. This is okay. This is good. We'll go with this. I'll have it do that. I can only do it so many times, so I do need to start paying attention. No, actually, you're gonna work with the fairies instead. We're gonna continue having you prod. Prod. And there we go. We're gonna keep an eye on this new process. Because I don't have to think about the other ones. Like, even a little bit. Alrighty, that worked fairly well. Pause real quick because I realized I forgot to update the spreadsheet. We did megahertz. We have done, where is it? Dream of the Black Swan. Fairy Festival. We have Grave of Cherry Blossoms is what we got right now, but that's not what we're looking at. Shit, I forgot what it's called immediately. One sin. One sin. Deeds and old faith and promise. 5%. Yay! Alrighty, since we have Grave of Cherry Blossoms, so I'll hover by here for our next one. Alrighty. I am hoping. Oh shit! What's going on there? Well, that's certainly not ideal. Why are you unwell? Why are you mentally ill? Stop that. What's going on here? Okay. I'll let that heal up a little bit. Yeah, I do have something installed because this ordinarily doesn't appear I don't like having to manually check bars or do it in annoying ways. Oh shit! I forgot! Today's that day! Oh boy! You, and you. You're just gonna... Can you handle that? I don't want to fuck around and find out. Today's that day! Everything cancelled! I'm gonna slow this down to normal speed so I can keep a better eye. Ooh, we might have our first death. Or we might not. Georgia, can we get down here? You. Oh shit, fuck. Let's chill. Let's chill. Let's chill. Fuck out of here. You good? Galena. Yeah, Galena's fine. We're gonna get you out of here, actually. I said we're gonna get you out of here! Yeah, this can be a real dangerous process so early on. I forgot we were gonna start getting ordeals. Get out of here. Real carefully now. That's not looking out. They are eating clerks, but also clerk lives don't matter. Clerk lives do not matter right now, so I can just pretend they don't exist. I'm gonna give everyone some time to heal up full. Georgia, you are taking a hot second. Are you good? Like, are we well, Georgia? Alrighty. We're gonna start suppressing. Yeah, we're gonna have you 4, because you're not really well enough to do that by yourself yet. Which one of y'all's hurting? You. Get the hell back in here. Honestly, I'm just gonna call it. Because I don't think I'm quite equipped to deal with that yet. I was gonna try and tough it out. Oh, have I had the worst time? Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh well. You see a song in front of you. It's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. Spider bud. I'll do this one. I like this. It's pretty. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. The high echelon is waiting. It is watching you. Our founder A is among them. What do you know about A? A, he is a visionary. A farmer who sowed seeds on a virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you will be able to make your dreams come true. Myself, well, of course I highly admire him, but to be fair, he is the one who created me. He's also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You are supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. The manager should be no exception. However, the rules state that a Sapphira has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager, so I must let you off for now. I'm Misad, the Sapphira of the information team. The information team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to ensure that the information is accurate, so we must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. It may be compared to a massive biblioteca. A simple bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I'm sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems you're curious about my outfit. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way, but it's likely that I've been this way even before I joined the company. Assad, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. Netsock, the rules state that we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be the very first page of the Sapphira manual. Alright. Stop giving me that sharp look, Mr. Fiber. Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? My apologies. I overreacted a bit. The other Sephiroth simply use my nickname as a joke, but others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? Seems we're in agreement then. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you the next assignment. The information team is always in need of more data on the abnormalities. At this point in our research, we need more testing of how the instinct worked. Instinct work directly resolves an abnormality's primal instinct and drive. Instinct work is our red type work, for the record. There we go. I can hire more employees. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move people upper department and hire. No, actually, I'm not going to do that. That's bogus. That's bogus. That's kapooey. Except for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire nice employees. This is where our points start getting eaten a little bit. That's not a bad thing. This entire time I haven't been pulling out this. When the work result was good, the Quipoth counter lowered. When an employee panicked in the containment unit, the Quipoth counter lowered. When the Quipoth counter reached 0, a few random employees in the facility began to move towards 004 100's unit. This status was designated as captivated. When a captivated employee reached the containment unit, they were dragged into the tree. After continuously attempting to select and converse with Katria, who was captivated, they seemingly returned to normal. When all captivated employees returned to normal, the Quickloth counter returned to its maximum. When the Quickloth counter reached 0, after dragging the employee in, another employee commenced work with 0.004 100. Its Quickloth counter returned to its maximum. Furthermore, the HP and SP of every employee in the facility was healed. nice and outfitted. It seems this is just kind of gonna be the purple floor. Wish I could really give a good reasons to why. It just kind of is. We're gonna get your health up a little better. We need 4 instinct works. Fairy Festival will take care of that today. And still on Dusk Ordeal, but there's not really a way we can do that work right now. And I'm just gonna let this melt, because it's not gonna do anything other than eat a little bit of energy. And frankly, I could not give less of a shit at the moment if that energy gets eaten. I do have to kind of watch this, because the quick health counter would normally be right here, but I can't see that. Son of a bitch! I forgot! Alright, let's chill. Someone get these little hobos out of my fucking facility. Get these little shits out of my fucking house. Do kind of explode, and they do make things melt a little bit. So I would rather not put up with that. Son of a bitch. Can you kill this fucking thing? You need to go back, because you are not mentally well right now. Sped through. Die? Nope. Cool beans. And now, we reselect, except for you. Everyone goes back to work. This is why I have that auto mod put in. I'm not going to use most of the stuff other than just having them repeat works so that I don't have to keep reassigning them. Alrighty, yes, so the Viper is done. In that regard, workday complete. I don't want to deal with nonsense. I don't want to deal with bullshit. No, thank you. It's a good day. Are you still shy today? I'm coming to you. You who will be reduced to ash like me. I want to get baldness out of the way. I want to get male pattern baldness out of the way. Do I need it? Fuck! Damn it, I need it! Ugh, I hate this thing. It's so annoying. Because, like, everyone's hair is so cute. Oh, fine. I guess. So I can get it out of the way. Because it almost never comes up in my polls, so I'd rather get it done. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates, who is harvesting energy from an abnormality to meet the quota, shall face certain death doing so? Oh, I also have something installed so that it would tell me if doing an action with a certain employee will kill them, because I'm a dumbass that keeps forgetting conditionals. I just do this for the sake of me remembering things. My memory is full of holes. I am Swiss cheese man, for the record. This is a very basic question, so I'm certain you know the right answer. So simple. I cannot believe I have to remind you. The manager's role is to oversee energy production, and that only. You are not here to take care of the employees. Not that I've known you for a long time, but I never took you for such a humanitarian. Lobotomy Corperation is an industry giant, and its mission to produce energy is our top priority. It was such a simple question for me, however, mayhaps not for you. If I were human, how disappointing. That's what I would have said. Please do not worry. I will not make such a statement. I'm an AI after all. You've exceeded my expectations despite your first impression. Allow me to explain your next. Yasad, I just heard that your team had a ton of casualties. How many times has it been now? Shouldn't you be at your team's side? It looks super depressing over there. Accidents happen. I want them to understand that it's not a big fuss. Dwelling on it only encourages them to cry more, and it will eventually tire them out. But people have died. Maybe you should say something, like at least some half-hearted commemorative speech to cheer the employees up. I mean, we should lead our departments and all. Perhaps your aim is different from mine, then. I see no point in being sentimental. Caring too much about the respect of employees, or the little complaints they will make, will steer you away from what's truly important. Well, I'm just saying. I guess there's no right answer, is there? We're both busy, so I'll see you later. What do you think, manager? Should I go comfort them for the sake of the department's morale? I'm honestly surprised to hear that from you. Do you think it's realistic for you to show up in every department every single time an accident occurs? You, the man who spends the whole day insistently watching employees die through that shiny monitor of yours. I take it that you're only saying this because you're inexperienced and are still clinging on to the vague sense of goodwill, manager. Such shallow sympathy does no good in the corporation, so I urge you to be rid of it. Through insight work, we can indirectly handle abnormalities. Through insight, we aim to find what they find favorable and unfavorable about their containment unit and adjust the conditions accordingly. 5 insight works today. Guess we have male pattern baldness. Ugh. Display HP, reduce fear. Because I already have my methods, so I'll just reduce fear damage. It's a little easier that way. And hiring. Summer. Alexa just reminded me to do something. It's a good thing I don't gotta worry about it too much. I ain't fucked about it. Congrats, Summer, you're on abnormality babysitting duty. No. Well, that sucks. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. What are we doing here? I said you. back to center. We'll readjust from there. Oh, I should probably... Yeah, what does my title look like? Some silliness. Now we get the bomb-ass soundtrack for the rest of today. Result was normal. Quick-loth counter lowered. Normal probability. When it was bad, it lowered. An employee, Reinhardt panicked. It lowered. Okay. And you still seem to be keeping your silky hair. And struck by the bald is awesome beam. If you don't work now, every employee, including you, will lose all their hair and become bald within a month. Not too late. 30. 29, 28. Christ on a stick. Okay. Everyone. Oh, right. Because I was having... Oh, man. Okay. I'm just going to start hiring better agents now, because we're reaching that point where it kind of needs to happen. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Nope, 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 nope. Back. I'll let that one get eaten. There we go. That's better. Moving on. One death. Whatever. That sucks. Alright. This one next. Manager. Among these three letters of the alphabet, A, B, or C, which would you select? C sounds nice. So you've picked one. Good. Now please listen carefully. Alright, the letter C. Not a bad choice. Persons who select C believe that the process is more important than the outcome. Therefore, they are good at planning ahead and enjoy change. They'll be able to gain insight and attain inner growth without being confined by the rules. This is a new pastime among the employees. Find it rather uninteresting. There is no scientific basis behind the observations, but it is admittedly a little fun to waste time with these tests. You know, maybe I can imagine whether I would have been this or that kind of person if I were human. Is it too odd for me to think about that? Letter Z. Zoo. Oh, ox. Hey, that's cheating. It's not a place at all. Doesn't count. Oops, I didn't know you were here, Sapphire Yasad, sir. Sorry, I know we aren't supposed to slack during work hours, but he insisted we... What? You started it? You wanted to get back at me for last time, remember? Shut it, you dork. I'll think about the appropriate response for this case later. You two focus on your work. Of course, Sapphire, sir. We're sorry. Looks like word chaining is starting to become one of the more popular pastimes here again. Do you happen to enjoy word chaining, manager? Assad begins to get lost in thought. James, you know you can't enter the cell for work when your mental corruption level is above 80%. It's against the rules. I know, just this once, please. You know what happens if I fail to finish the assigned work regime. Besides, you know how Sally went in at 82% one time and came out fine? And I'm only at 81%. Please. Come on, what are friends for? Act so strict and the employees will end up isolating you. It'll be so lonely. Just kidding. Even if all the employees were to hate you, I'd still be your playmate. You know that the word playmate has no place in this corp... Oops, my bad. Anyway, can I please get to work now, my lord Yasad? Don't forget that I cut you some slack yesterday when we were playing word chain. Fine, but just this once. Make sure to take a psychological examination right afterwards. You bet. Thank you, Yasad. See you in a bit. At times, I see hallucinations when I change my clothes. Through the clothing, I can see my skin covered with festering boils. Of course, my body is perfectly fine when I open my eyes. It has come to a point where I've begun to find the sight of my normal skin strange and unnatural. I cannot help but ask myself, why is my body intact? Why is it not rotting? I've asked the other Sephiroth about these visions, but it seems I'm the only one who experiences this. Through attachment work, we can build bonds with the abnormalities. Abnormalities in possession of social desires will have a tendency to show their discontent if such needs are unsatisfied. This behavior will occur regardless of whether they have a full stomach and a spotless containment unit. We'll do the damage, like. Poor Summer. Poor Summer. Right. I need to hire an agent to replace the equipment. Marcus, apparently. There we go. Send you. And you. Here we go. This is the point where I gotta start zooming out a bit. Also, I'm gonna watch this one kind of closely. Down a bit. I'm gonna toss the Marcus that way. With an impressive sculpture of a dancing ballerina. Those who listen to Teresa's music will recover SP, including the employee playing the music box and everyone in the department where the abnormality is located. Alright, we're gonna cancel works real quick, because that's about to pop off, so I need to make sure I'm not watching. Or fucking not, I guess. Lucky. Nope, 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 nope. No. Stop that. Okay. What did I send you? Fairy? There we go. And you out. And if you stay in this thing too long, you go nuts. So I want to make sure that I'm watching. Alrighty. Okay. Summer, can you get in there and deal with male pattern baldness real quick? Because I want to sit and evaluate what's going on. Can you get in there? Can you deal with that? It's very low on everything. Oh, I'm sorry, it's funny though. Okay, and oil on it rod is cleared too. Cool beans. Day over. Manager, is there something wrong? Ah, I see. Will you wait just a moment? If you cannot bear to look, you should close your eyes. There, I fixed it. There was a system error. How strange. It shouldn't have been so easily compromised. It's a technology originally developed during the war, now widely used for commercial purposes. It's not that impressive as the technology, really. The human brain is fragile. Seeing such a cruel and shocking sight may unintentionally lead to a momentary shutdown of the brain's functions. If a manager like you were to suffer such a reaction, it would be very troublesome for me. So I installed a cognition filter in your display. While the cognition filter functions, dead employees will look like cute dolls splattered with red paint. Abnormalities, even those who could ravage your mental state just by being in your sight, will be reduced to adorable toys on the screen of your office. Trust me, before the cognition filter was installed, many a manager lost their sanity on that seat. I cannot allow you to join them. That day, James released 2 abnormalities on purpose, and eventually 3 clerks and 4 agents were killed. As you may know, having 2 abnormalities breach and losing 4 agents is a rather significant loss of manpower. Of course, it was I who ordered for James to be gunned down. I know the kind of place we work in. I am not regretful for the fact that I was unable to stop him. It's that I regret having developed a personal relationship with him. I was careless with my position, and let my subordinate exploit me. Chatting, games, yes, all of it was fun. James was a good joker, too. Of course I had fun playing Word Jane. We grew so intimate that I would forgive his trivial rule violations. But the price I had to pay for the error I made was not trivial in any way. Manager, this Lobotomy Corperation. We see body bags every single day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you will feel the urge to share the distress and anxiety with someone else, to have a friend. Manager, whenever you feel lonely, please remember what happened to me, and try not to make the same mistake as I did. You will be able to get over the meaningless deaths that way. I envy Angela. She truly is a heartless monster. People say that I am too rational. You saw the cold-blooded machine, you saw the viper, you saw the cruel and emotionless, a frigid being who won't even bat an eye at the deaths of dozens of employees. I won't deny that I deserve the reputation. Whoever built this place has to be a much more cool person than I am. Sometimes I wish I were an AI without emotion. A vague sense of sympathy will only cloud your judgment. You are bound to make mistakes that way. Why would they place AIs with emotion to handle the facility, if they were well aware that emotion would only get in the way? Do you know the answer? The best course of action is to handle things before everything turns sour. All will remain in order so long as the abnormalities are managed with the best results. Be sure to handle everything carefully. As far as I know, this is the best way to ensure nothing bad occurs. End the day without a bad work result. This one's a little bit chancy, to be honest with you. Also, the lack of captions is going to bother me, so I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna see if I can get that. I'm gonna see if I can get that set up on the stream, actually. I'm gonna readjust. Give me like 30 milliseconds here, because I want to see if I can get that fixed. Because I know Bio would probably appreciate having the captions at least. Oh boy, please be kind to me. Jamie. Jamie boy. Why is it doing that? It's a little infuriating. Let's see. Let's fix it. Because I have closed captioning. It's just not doing what it's supposed to for some reason. And it's here, maybe if I reset that, it'll fix it. Is it just kind of down at the moment, maybe? Because right now. That's irritating. Why is it doing that? Hmm. Well, this is a weird sort of irritating. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Let me see. WebSocket, maybe? Well, now that's a level of irritating I didn't expect to deal with. Let's see, maybe this would help. Let me see, maybe that's... Maybe I just have it in the wrong spot. Let me try something. Readjust. No, that's definitely wrong. I'm gonna restart it and try that again, because I think what's happening is it something fucking broke. At least I certainly hope that that's what it is, because if not, I am out of ideas. Okay. So that's unfortunate. I just kind of can't seem to get that to work right now. I'll deal with that existing. It is what it is. Maybe. Yeah, no, I just kind of am gonna have to deal with that, I imagine. Let's see. I mean, I really don't want to just like, oop, whatever, deal with it, because it sucks. Hmm. Um, oh, that's why? Okay. So I figured out the answer to that question. It's just that it sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I want to download Google Chrome for that. That's nasty. That's fucking gross. I'm gonna look up a better closed captioning thing. Let's see if I can get that all readjusted. That's nasty. I'm not doing either of those. Okay, we're gonna do this the annoying way then. Because I'm not putting up with that garbage. Because it is garbage. Thank y'all for your patience. My god, I should not be hovering so long on this, but like, it's gonna irritate me if I don't make an effort to try. Love that it does not work on Firefox for whatever reason. Like, that's cool. That's cool beans. That's fun. Totally cool with that. Alrighty, let's see if that's a little better now. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Oh, why does it look like that? There we go. That's so much better than before. One, two, 1, 2. There we go. Do, do, do. It's silly, but it works. Or at least I sincerely hope it works. There we go. Readjusting small settings. Yippee! And now I just slide that over here and forget it exists. Alrighty, last check, 1 and 2. How are we doing on this fine afternoon? Perfect, yay! Alrighty, there's just a delay between me and the stream. That's fine, I'll cope with that. That don't bother me none. Back to where we were before I had to sit there and struggle for 10 minutes. Honestly, that was probably longer than 10 minutes and not even necessarily worth all of the effort that I just had to put in to fix that. But hey, you know what? Perfect. I'm gonna deal with nonsense no more. Should keep working on that. Rules. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Alrighty, that is so much nicer. So much nicer. There. And perfect. I should probably prep some new hires for the next department. That is ugly as hell. What the hell did you do that to me for? Oh, okay. We only get 3. Cool beans. End the day without a crappy work result. We'll see how that goes. We will see, we will see. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Oh, damn it, it's the fucking clowns again. Alright, here we go. Luckily, this one is the not garbage one to deal with, so it'll be fine. I don't like that it censors me. I don't need to be censored. The fuck? I don't need you to tell me how to talk. Here, I'm gonna adjust them. How do I turn that off? I can't. Okay. Cool beans. I guess, yikes. I stopped paying attention! No. You go home. Go home. Go home, sweetie. Go home. Oh, God on earth. Oh my God. Everything stop. Everything stop for 10 seconds. Summer, go deal with that. And who dealt with you? You. Did someone die while I wasn't looking? I turned around for 10 seconds. No, it's fine. Can we just kill this fucking thing, please? Oh. Well. So everyone is dealing with that right now, actually. Right fucking now. You out. Who's... Oh. Whoops. Can you go deal with that? Which one are you? Okay, no, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool, we're cool. It's cool. Someone should go deal with that. Georgia! Alrighty. That's excellent. Excellent. Alrighty, since we're not all dying, we should be good. I don't want any more nonsense. I don't want any more bullshit. I don't want any more heart attacks. Alright. Cool beans. Go. This time, let's not fuck it up. When wound up, a sad melody begins to play. No one knows when it was made or who made it, but it doesn't seem to be judging. New judging from the site, from the slight skips in the song. When 20 to 30 seconds have passed after the music box begins playing, the SP of the employee operating the music box will begin to fall rapidly, causing them to panic. Cool beans, we're calling it a day, because no one's dead and I don't want to push my luck. I don't like pushing my luck when I already know that I could make mistakes. I don't remember what that is. Oh. lantern out of the way. Is anyone there? Can you read me? I repeat, is anyone there? You can call me B. I am an insider, and someone who knows a lot about the company. Please understand that I cannot reveal my identity. I am going to tell you 3 truths that the company wishes to keep hidden over the following days. Tell me, please, why do you think you were hired by the company? Should I rephrase that? Let me ask you like this then. Are you satisfied with your job here? It's not really all that great. Is that so? Well, I can't judge whether or not you're telling the truth. You're the manager, but you don't actually know anything about the company, do you? Would you say I'm wrong? Each time you speak will need to be as brief as possible. I'm ending the call here. Contacting someone for a long period of time is dangerous. I've been seeing Hod for longer, so let's go with Hod. Because I don't feel like whipping out the stoner voice yet. Ideally, in an ideal world, I would. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay. Brooke. And then Alex. I'll prepare for the next 2 days. Go list suits. Summer gets the cool guy glasses now. Congrats. We're gonna take this one real slow, because I need to watch that. We're gonna take this nice and slow, because I need to evaluate which one of these guys... Oh god, do I have any ranged weapons? Oh, I don't know if I do. Uh-oh. That's not ideal. Well, fuck. Okay. So if that thing gets out, that's not ideal. Oh, boy. We're just gonna take this nice and slow, actually. You go home before the hallways become up. Oh, thank God! There are a few phrases crudely carved on its surface. Do you remember this melody? The professor used to play this song when the students were sleepy. Happy birthday. Okay. I'm also gonna take this slow. It's about that juncture. Probably like 3 remaining. So we're gonna do you. We'll do you. Forego that. We're gonna evaluate Alright, we're gonna see how this goes. Try and watch real close. Whoa! Ooh, out! Out! Both of you out! Or at least you. Yeah, definitely at least you. We're gonna wait on that one there. How are we doing? We're doing good. Cool beans. I'm also going to send the information department up to train. Yikes! We're good. Let's chill. Okay, this should clear up relatively quickly. I say relatively. There we go. Perfect. Alright. And rinse. Oh, I should have let people heal. It's fine. It's chill. It's whatever. You good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Cool beans. Facility systems and employees will be unable to detect the abnormality when it escapes. Thus, the manager will need to manually pinpoint it in order to suppression directly. Okay. Shit. Ooh. 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 Back it up. Back it up. Okay, you two can whatever. Beans. Because I think I can deal with a noon, actually. I think I can deal with a noon. I just need to be real delicate. I can afford to deal with a noon. I just need to be kind of delicate about it. Me. Real gentle. One pick at a time. It's not day 25 yet, but I want to start getting practice in for dealing with those before it bites me in the ass. Really? It would be nice, all things considered. Actually, no. I'd rather pick up some bald ranged. Yeah, I'd rather pick up a ranged weapon so that that doesn't bite my ass later. I'm gonna just work with bald one more time and then see if I can pick up a weapon. marijuana? I could. Alright, everyone out. Everyone to the smoothie hallway. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. I probably shouldn't do this, realistically speaking. This is probably a horrific idea. We're gonna have Summer. Go for it, babes. Nope. Ooh, good thing I didn't put them there. We're gonna take this real gentle pace. Uh-oh. Oh god, where is it? No, everyone here. Where is it? Oh god, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, thank god, it's in its own hallway. No one gives a shit. Let's get some extra assistance in that department. It has taken them a minute. I'm gonna have to take the loss because I can't deal with that. Sucks. Is what it is. I can't really deal with that one without ranged weaponry. Snow steadily melting. I'm gonna deal with Shylock because this one requires an annoying amount of micromanaging and I don't want to deal with it. What do you think of the Sephiroth? Don't you find them somewhat lacking in certain ways? You have the liberty to disregard whatever they may say. However, please be kind to them. This is the burden we must bear if we want to advance their departments, so to speak. I have never had any serious discussion with them. They seem to be uncomfortable conversing with me, most likely due to the fact that I am a superior being. Even if they are secretly jealous of my superiority, there is nothing they can do to change that. After all, I am the most advanced AI in this company. Oh, hi. You're not angry, are you? I'm Hod. I'm in charge of the training team. What we do is, accidents happen in the company. But Lady Angela said that about half of those accidents could be easily prevented if the employees showed more initiative. So the training team provides employees with a work manual and sufficient training, to try and reduce the number of accidents. We also help employees that are transferring to different departments and adapting to their new workplace. I'm not very skillful in many areas, but I try not to be a hindrance at least. In fact, I've been testing out a new employee program these days. I don't know if it will work out, but, if you want to know more about the program? As you know, the company is quite demanding. Even though we run consistent checkups, many of our employees regularly lose their sanity. I know exactly what that's like. I mean, I don't directly interact with the abnormalities, but I know what it feels like to lose yourself. I'm not sure if employees will like my new program or if it will prove to be helpful. I can only hope. You and Hod hear a knock at the door. It's all thanks to you, Miss Hod. I feel so much better after talking to you, as you suggested. I'm finally free from all those horrible thoughts that used to haunt me every morning. No, it was your courage to bare your heart to me that really solved the problem. I just showed you where to start. I mean it. I'd have probably hung myself by now if it wasn't for you. Anyway, Miss Hod, you really did save my life. I'm so fortunate to have you as my Sapphira. You're a really, really good person. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm so glad you're getting better. I heard you'll be transferring to a different team soon. I hope you do well there. Please make sure not to forget the conversations we had. Of course, miss, I won't. You see that, manager? My program's really working. I want to be as helpful a person as I can be here. Because the harder I try, the more lives I can save. I'm part of the training team. We make instructional manuals and train our employees when needed, but there are some things about field experience that the manual can't teach. I'm sure you'll guide your employees well enough to survive and be better people, right? Ugh, 2 agents need a promotion. Sip of water. Congrats. And hang on, no, Summer. Just bald? Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, Summer, you're getting... Oh no. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, Jesus. Here, unselect. Here, I'm gonna rearrange everybody since I got more options now. Alright, let's put on the Teth uniforms. Zayn uniforms. No, I'm sorry. Summer's gotta... It's a requirement. Alright. Summer. Congrats. Okay, all the weapons are assigned. I really should, never mind. We're gonna restart that. It'll keep what I just did, but I do need to make another couple of weapons. Let's try that again. Grave of Cherry Blossoms is officially done. So it's time to tick that off the box. Grave of Cherry Blossoms. Grave of Cherry Blossoms. Ooh. Okay. Two more of those. Excellent. That doesn't have anything yet. Whoop. Excellent. Okay. Got some Teth weapons. Sorry, it's funny. Anyway. Okay, now we can start officially. Alright, so... Brooke. Congratulations. Mason is on that duty. And this kind of doesn't need to be touched again, so we're gonna leave it because it's not particularly helpful. Right, no super speed today. Because I have to watch very closely. With one exception. There you go. Get in there, Brooke! Yay! Oh god, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Shit. Okay. No one in the halls. Nobody in the hallways. Until I can find the little fuck. Ah, there it is. There's the bitch. Fragments. What's the range on that? Nope. We're shooting it. This is gonna take a minute. We're chill. It's all chill. We're just gonna let that keep going. This is taking a fucking second. Damn. How much longer is this damn suppression? Shit. Do you not see that? Fucking hell. Okay. It's whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna go focus on Brooke for a while. You're sure taking your time. I mean, to be fair, it's because I'm using, like, the worst damage type for this. But still... God bless! Finally! Oh, shit, nope. And... I'm gonna examine that real careful, like... Okay, it's time. Yikes. Scared the shit out of myself. Oh, that's a department worth of fuckery. Brooke, you stay over there, actually. I don't want to move you again. Y'all, get out! Y'all need to be out of your department for a minute. Oh, no, actually, this should be fine. Return. Beat the shit out of that thing. Up. Up. Whoop. Fuck out of here. There we go. Okay. After this day, I'm gonna take a small stretch break and figure out some food. Because I'm gonna need it. Actually, no. We don't get to be worked on right now. Let's look what we've got. Okay, so it's just annoying. Whatever. Get your ass in there. That is not gonna happen again. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Just gonna repeat it. Aww, it's annoying. That's irritating. I don't want to do that shit. I'm not gonna bother reading literally all of these, but it's just like depending on the sorry, that doesn't happen often. But depending on the face, it deals more damage, keeps more boxes, or less boxes, depending on the circumstances. How are we doing? We're doing good. Fuck it. I have one promotion done out of the 2 I need. Infinite hatred, I give you this gift. The only advice that can be given is to remain cautious and aware of your surroundings. Surprisingly, not a... I don't remember what this is. I don't remember what this one is. What is... Hang on, I'm gonna Google this shit. I don't give a shit about randomization. I'm just gonna Google it. At the end of the day, it is my life, and I will enjoy it the way I want to, which is not suffering. Oh, okay, that's not bad. It's not terrible. It's just for Dolta. It's just for Dolta. I don't want this thing in my facility for too long, so there. The first truth I will tell you is, do not trust the AI at your side. In this day and age, most AI possess an intellect of at least 10 regular people combined. Some can even imitate human emotions with ease. However, they can do things you are not aware of yet. For example, some AI can lie. Or rather, to be more precise, they can withhold information. With the controller of an AI has given the order to not share specific information, it has no obligation to tell the truth to anyone other than that controller. Some advanced AI may exploit such an order to tell lies, reinterpreting the meaning of command. I've programmed an AI before. Well, participated in the programming, to be exact. That's how I know for a fact that an AI will not necessarily tell the truth. In case you doubt what I'm saying, I will send you a program for your monitor that I developed myself. This key will function like Pinocchio. The nose will lengthen, the color red means untruth. This is a test version, so it can only be used once. I'll just keep expanding the training department. God damn, I got everything start to breach now. It's not an issue, though. Alex, welcome to the team. Alright, I should check my things first. Alex! Spear time! Okay. Here we are. I'm gonna start hiring for the next department. That is ugly as hell. Why would you do that? I kinda liked that, like, pretty blue. Okay. I got 3. We are gonna take a small break. Tiny, tiny, itty bitty break. And when I get back, I'm gonna take a small break. We're just gonna hang out here for a second. I'm also gonna get some text on screen because I was too lazy to set things up properly. I was a lazy ass. Give me like 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes really, but like we're gonna take a quick break, and when I get back, we are gonna continue on for a little while.